Hi everybody and welcome to First Chapter Friday. Today we are reading a book called All the Small Wonderful Things by Kate Foster. I just got this book in the mail, so I'm very excited. And I have not read it yet, but it came from Junior Library Guild. So also you'll notice that I have the camera in my face, and that's because hopefully we'll get to have a better view of the words when we read this today. So All the Small Wonderful Things by Kate Foster. Monday, November 7th. 5 days to pause. Let's see, we're going to go a little bit closer. There we go. We'll see how we do. Okay. Chapter 1. Jared's giving me the look. I'm pretty good at recognizing the signs now. A light breeze tickles my cheeks, and I lift my chin, letting it cool my sweaty neck. Distracted, I wonder if I might be cooler inside the classrooms than outside today. Probably even cooler than here, in the shaded area, actually. It's a hot day for November, though I can't remember the weather on all the days in the Novembers that I've been alive. I glance away from Jared's freckly face and his flushed pink cheeks, and concentrate harder on my mouth and my voice, on finding the right words to tell him about how far I got on Tunnels of Disaster and Doom, Map 5, and the 40 million new orbsicles I won last night. But I can't stop my eyes from moving back up to him. He's looking over my shoulder at the kids playing on the field, and his feet and hands are shifting and fidgeting. This all tells me that he doesn't want to be standing with me anymore, and that his ears aren't listening to what I'm saying. It's the same look most people get when I'm telling them about Orbs World. But I absolutely have to finish telling Jared about Tunnels of Disaster and Doom Map 5. Orbs World is my favorite computer game ever. And last night I was messaging Jared, username rugball.love4578, and he's already completed Map 5. And he's the most popular boy and the best sprinter in the whole school. I decided to talk faster. And it was the latter that I got stuck on every time for like 2 weeks, but then I figured out, and I recognize these types of responses because of mystery game number 3. And I know to watch for visual cues like body language and facial expressions because of mystery game number 4. I learned all of this at the Be Aware classes I went to last year with Mom, Dad, and Ned. There were other families there with autistic children like me who also needed help understanding things like body language and emotions. Mom said that we were lucky to live close enough that we could attend. I liked the classes, but right now I'm not so sure they were helpful, because the problem is I don't know how to make Jared interested in what I'm saying, so I just keep talking. I had to climb the ladder halfway. Yep. Jared takes 3 small steps backwards, wiping his hands on his shorts, and then hop on the platform when the ants... Oh, yeah. He adjusts his watch. My brain has stopped working, and the right words aren't coming. When the ants charge down the wall, and then I... Okay, good job for you doing it, Alex. I gotta go. Jared runs off, legs and arms pumping, and his last word carries back to me in the humid air. He charges across the shaded area and onto the grass, weaving through a group of girls singing, and a game of handball between Isaac and Frank on the concrete, and a new kid with white hair sitting alone on the swing. Now Jared's calling for Henry to pass him the ball. Henry's dodging Raoul, his hands waving in the air, his brown hair flapping beneath the blue cap. The sun beats down on all of them, but not on me, not where I stand in the shade. The shouts and pounding feet of other kids are suddenly loud. Too loud. I didn't hear them when I was telling Jared about Orbs World, about Tunnels of Disaster and Doom Map 5, but now the noises make my breathing go funny, and I wince. 2 kids, Joshua and Wu, rush by, Joshua roaring something to Wu that goes through my left ear and comes out my right, and I startle, my tummy lurching, a squeak escaping my mouth. My eyes burn and I want to cry, but I won't, not here. Not now that I'm in 6th grade. So I press the feeling back down into my tummy and put my hands over my ears. I want to shout at them all. all of them, particularly Joshua and Wu, but Ned tells me I can't stop people from running and shouting and doing other things like that at lunchtime or recess. Ned says that policing people is bad and will get me picked on at secondary school, even though Ned is forever telling me what to do. But Dad always agrees with him and tells him how rough his school was when he was a kid. And Mom gives me a sad smile, which makes me angry because I know it means she agrees, but also feels sorry for me because Mom feels sorry for me about everything. None of them think I listen or see or understand, but I do. Mostly. That's a little bit because of my autism, which I know now because Mom explained how it doesn't always look as if I'm listening or following the way other children do. But I listen better when I'm drawing or on my laptop. So I don't shout at Joshua or Wu, or go after Jared and try to talk to him again, because even though I might not always say the right thing, or think the right thing, or do the right thing, I don't want to be beaten up or shouted at. I'm not stupid. I spin, the gravel crunching under my feet, and my left heel slips out from my back of my black leather shoe because the laces came undone earlier. I need to tuck the ends in before I trip because I can't do laces properly, but I don't. Instead, I head toward my classroom, hands still over my ears because all the noises and the rushing children are pushing up a scream, and a sob is rising into my chest. Miss Westing said and Mum say I can always head to the classroom if I can't regulate my emotions. And right now, I can't. My coping beaker, the name we use for all the feelings inside of me, is full. Pale blue uniforms blur my vision, and screeching voices and vibrating footsteps shudder through me, so I focus on my laces, the black strings, like two skinny snakes attached to my shoe, flicking back and forth. I don't like snakes, but I'm more scared of spiders. Though the dangerous ones, like the red blocks, stay hidden away, the orb weavers and the huntsman spiders are big and fast and make huge webs in trees and bushes everywhere, and they give me the creeps. I hate spiders, but I love dogs, especially my dog, and Kevin, my cockapoo, and I have been working on a plan, something that will definitely make Jared and maybe other popular kids want to be my friend. If I can't be good enough at Orbs World or fast enough at running, I only have one other chance, and that's Kevin. I want to go home now and see him, but I can't. Mom doesn't come to get me anymore. She probably would, but Miss Westing doesn't call her every time school becomes too loud for me, or something happens that makes me emotional. They decided this without me, even though I was there in the meeting. At the beginning of the term, my last ever term at primary school, they decided I had to try harder to handle the difficult times because secondary school would be even tougher. I'm nearly at my classroom, the sounds of other kids fading behind me. I take deep breaths, just like I've been taught, in through my nose, out through my mouth. My reflection floats along beside me in the windows of the grade 6 classrooms, all of them decorated in colorful artwork. Sea creatures made with bottle tops, handwritten school rules on cardboard cut into flower shapes, night city scenes in black and red paper. I like art, and I love sketching. Kevin and Dennis, Ned's lazy bulldog. I have a green robot notebook, almost filled up with my newest dog sketches. Thinking about drawing dogs makes me calmer. Plus, it's quieter at this end of the school. My classroom is at the end of D block, beside the new beside the new tree garden. I should have stayed in the tree garden today, like usual, but Jared accepted my friend request on Orbs World last night, and we traded orbsicles for rations. So I thought... I sigh and remove my hands from my ears, then sit on the chipped green bench outside my classroom. An ibis wanders past, pecking at school bags in search of leftover snacks. Luckily, dinosaur bird. He can leave the school whenever he wants. I hate school so much, but I hate the thought of secondary school even more, because I'm afraid of the big kids and all the noise and the extra homework and the strict teachers, but most of all, I'm afraid of never having a real-life friend. And that's the first chapter for All the Small Wonderful Things by Kate Foster. So if you're interested in this book, definitely come by the library and grab it, and I am more than happy to help you. All right, well, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next week. Bye.